White matter of the cerebrum. Let's explore the white matter of the cerebrum, its fibers, connections, and key commissures. The white matter of the cerebrum is a compact mass, a vast number of myelinated nerve fibers. Types of fibers in white matter. They are classified into 3 types on the basis of types of connections they provide, and these are association fibers, commissural fibers, projection fibers, association fibers. The association fibers interconnect the different regions of the cerebral cortex in the same hemisphere. These are of the following 2 types. Short association fibers, which interconnect the adjacent gyri by hooking around the sulcus. Hence, they are also called arcuate fibers. Long association fibers, which travel for long distances and interconnect the widely spread gyri, such as gyri of different lobes. Commissural fibers. The commissural fibers interconnect the identical cortical areas of the 2 cerebral hemispheres. The bundles of such fibers are termed commissures. The important commissures of the brain are as follows: Corpus Callosum, Anterior Commissure, Posterior Commissure, Habenular Commissure, Hippocampal Commissure. The corpus callosum is the largest commissure of the brain. It consists of about 100 million fibers. External features of corpus callosum. Corpus callosum forms a massive arched interhemispheric bridge in the floor of the median longitudinal cerebral fissure, connecting the medial surfaces of the 2 cerebral hemispheres. In sagittal section of cerebrum, it is seen as C-shaped mass of white fibers on the medial surface of the hemisphere, forming the roof of the lateral ventricle. The concave inferior aspect of corpus callosum is attached with the convex superior aspect of the fornix by septum pellucidum. Parts of the corpus callosum. The corpus callosum is divided from before backwards into the following 4 parts. Genu. It is thick, curved anterior extremity of corpus callosum, which lies 4 centimeters behind the frontal pole. The fibers of genu sweep forward on either side into the anterior parts of the frontal lobes, forming a fork-like structure, the forceps minor. Rostrum. The genu extends downwards and backwards as a thin prolongation to join the lamina terminalis, forming rostrum of corpus callosum. Trunk. The trunk is the main middle part of the corpus callosum, between its thick anterior genu and massive posterior splenium extremities. Splenium. The splenium is the massive posterior extremity of the corpus callosum, lying 6 centimeters in front of the occipital pole. The fibers of the splenium connect the parietal, temporal, and occipital lobes of the 2 hemispheres. Functions of corpus callosum. The corpus callosum is largely responsible for interhemispheric transfer of information, which is essential for bilateral responses and learning processes. Anterior commissure. The anterior commissure is a small, round bundle of white fibers which crosses the midline in the upper part of the lamina terminalis, immediately in front of the anterior column of the fornix and interventricular foramen. Posterior commissure. The posterior commissure is a slender bundle of white fibers which crosses the midline through the inferior lamina of the stalk of pineal gland. Hippocampal commissure. or commissure of fornix. Hippocampal commissure interconnects the crura of fornix of the two sides and thus forms the hippocampal formation. Habenular commissure. The habenular commissure is a slender bundle of white fibers which crosses the midline through the superior lamina of the stalk of pineal gland. Projection fibers connect the cerebral cortex to the subcortical centers, such as corpus striatum, thalamus, brainstem, and spinal cord. These fibers are of the following two types: corticofugal fibers, which go away from the cortex to centers in other parts of the CNS, corticopedal fibers, which come to the cerebral cortex from the other centers in the CNS. The projection fibers of neocortex constitute the corona radiate and internal capsule, while those of the allocortex constitute the fimbria and fornix. The most important bundles of projection fibers are internal capsule and fornix. This was the white matter of the cerebrum, simple and concise. Like, share, and subscribe for more anatomy lessons.